took it out.
I did?
Yeah.
Cool.
Bam.
You want to switch?
Yeah.
Is that guy?
Who likes to move it, move it? I like to move it, move it.
I like to move it, move it.
Baby, you look good, man.
Thanks.
Cutie pie.
There we go.
You ready?
Stream.
No.
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 You look so cute, Boppy.
There it is.
I love this guy. So glad I
I
made
love
you.
her. All right, here we go, guys. Welcome to the Power Couple Show. Yeah, we never.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Hopefully you had a phenomenal Labor Day weekend. Okay. We're just getting settled here. You know, we're never on time, but it's okay.
Yes, we are.
For the most part, we are kind of,
we
right?
are on
We're
time.
just not. We're just always like setting something up.
But
So
we're on time.
we're on time, which matters. My name is Bouncy Q.
I'm Cassandra Lee, and together we are
The Power Couple, and we just want to welcome you to the Power Couple Show again. We are excited that you guys are here today. We're going to be talking about how to reap the rewards together, right? How to reap the rewards together with your spouse, of course, right?
Yes.
So that's going to be a very exciting topic. I'm really pumped up. We're going to be sharing with you guys the quote of the day. We're going to be doing love words. We're just going to be doing a lot of things, but most importantly, we're going to be sharing with you guys some really, really powerful things that I believe, that we truly believe, that are really going to be transformational in your marriage if you decide to implement them. And even some things that we're going to share with you guys, maybe you guys can resonate with, and maybe you can have an aha moment and go out there and just, you know, just have a better marriage, you know? Anything you want to say, babe?
No, man, I'm just excited. I love doing these shows. You know, being with you guys is awesome because it just really reminds us, you know, to keep moving forward together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like when we teach it to you, we have to make sure that we continue doing it, and it just keeps our relationship stronger. And then at the same time that our relationship is getting stronger, those of you who are applying it as well, your relationship starts getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this domino effect of powerful relationships being united all over the world. Man, if you missed out Friday's episode last week, you need to check it out because something epic happened on Friday. I mean, tears were shed. You know, so many people here on the show were just really moved and just brought to life, and we really just professed our vision. And so today we're going to piggyback off of that same type of excitement and energy. And I just really hope that you guys are ready to receive and ready to rock and roll. And we're going to start off the usual with love words, okay?
Yes.
And if you don't know what love words is, maybe you're watching this for the first time. Maybe you're watching the recording. You know, welcome from wherever you are. And what we want to do is explain to you what love words is. We start off our show with love words every single time. And what we do is look into each other's eyes and we tell each other that we love each other.
Yes.
But not only just that we love each other.
Yeah, we appreciate each other.
We give each other a reason why we love each other.
A reason why is just powerful.
And I think that it's extremely powerful because I love you is such a powerful statement.
It is. It's
that
really powerful.
Sometimes can just be thrown recklessly.
Yes.
And if we can still hold on to the power it has by attaching the reason to it, not only will we appreciate each other more, but we'll be recommitting why we love each other in the first place.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, we're going to be doing love words right now. So if you're paying attention, if you're watching this live with us right now or even the replay, we encourage you not just to watch us, right? But we encourage you to actually get on your phone, either call your spouse, text your spouse, Skype your spouse, Facebook message them, whatever way you can communicate with them, go now and communicate with them because this is an important part, right? I mean, if you're not doing this in your relationship, it's really gonna affect the both of you guys, right? You guys should never ever forget the reason why you guys got married. You guys should never forget or ever take each other for granted. And the truth is, we begin to start taking things for granted when we stop paying attention to the details.
That's good.
Right? So this is an absolute way to force yourself to pay attention to the details that your spouse is doing for you, for your family, in the house, right? And when you do this, trust me, they're gonna appreciate it. you know, you're also going to appreciate it because it's going to be so beneficial to the both of you guys. Because when one of you guys when one of you guys feel good about yourself, okay, the other person is going to want to reciprocate that to you, right? And it's just so many benefits, guys. So go now, message your spouse, call your spouse, whatever the case is, communicate with them. Really, really, we want you to do it. So like, if you're thinking of not doing this, you're like, yeah, I'm just going to wait till this part ends. Like, no, just do it right now. Just try it out, right? Just try it out and really, really force yourself, right, to communicate with your partner and just say something amazing about them. Something where you can, something that they've done that they've done throughout the week or in the last weekend or in this month or last month that you forgot to mention to them, right? Absolutely. So let's do it right now. You guys are going to watch us really quick. We're going to give a shout out to Betsy Boop 35 and David Baird. Okay, we appreciate you. Let's give them 2 claps. You rock. You rock. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the restream. Thank you for liking this and inviting more people on here. The more people, the more fun.
Let's do it. All right, love words. Here it is.
Love words.
My favorite time of the show.
Yeah. Baby, I want to say that I love you and I appreciate you because you have such a passion and just a way of going out there and getting things. You know, it's amazing how fast, whenever you see something is wrong, how fast you make a change of it. And I absolutely love it. You know, I like how you just instantly put yourself back into what you know you need to do. And I want to say I appreciate you because that just makes me feel so much better as just being your spouse, man. So I want to say thank you for that.
Baby, I just wanted you to know that I love you so much. You look amazing today. I love the fact that you put such a care in your body, in your vision, in your spirit, and the direction we headed. It's like it's so consistent, right? It's like nonstop. You want to see growth mentally, physically, spiritually,
yeah,
and in the direction that we are headed. Like if you are not growing in all those areas, you immediately have like this alert in your mind. It's like something's wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like every day I'm just watching you continuously grow.
Wow.
And grow and develop. And
wow.
You're amazing.
Wow, man. I want to say you're amazing. Baby, I want to say that I love you. I appreciate you. Just simply because of the things that you did. Thank you for doing breakfast for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not normally I do, but I've really been kind of digging the fact that you've been doing it the last couple of days. I want to say thank you for that. I want to say thank you for showing me how to get over emotions really quickly. How, you know, the example you gave this weekend was like, if you're gonna have to do it anyways, why not do it happy, you know? And like, I think that I've been using that philosophy. I'm not perfect, but I want to say thank you because you're somebody who is quick to move on, and I'm learning a lot from you. And I want to say I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, man, I'm practicing that too myself. You know, I know that I can definitely get better. But isn't life so much more enjoyable when we're just like, whatever, you know what I mean? Let's just keep it moving.
Let's just keep it moving. No, I'm sorry. That was weird. That was like a little piece of cashew that just came out.
Can you just like take it off me?
Oh, it's on here?
Yeah, it's on me.
Sorry, guys. If you guys didn't see what just happened, I went to say something and this piece of cashew just came flying out of my mouth.
I love you for being so reckless with your food. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man.
Baby, I love you because you're just such a family man, and you're amazing, and I can't wait to see you develop into like the father that you're gonna be in the future, and
yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing because I'm enjoying every moment of it. You're amazing.
Love you.
I love you, babe. Man, let's shout out to David, Dorian, Ross for liking this and restreaming this. You rock. You're awesome.
Thank you, David, Dorian, Ross.
And we got some comments here. David Byron and Betsy Boop. Oh, they said thanks. That's
awesome. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are great. You guys are watching The Power Couple Show live Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern.
Meerkat
YouTube and thepowercoupleshow.com. Guys, if you guys have not made your way out to thepowercoupleshow.com, please make sure you do that at the end of the show so you guys can receive your free copy of the 7 ways to becoming a power couple. All right, we really do appreciate you guys, and thank you for tuning in. You guys are great. Okay, so now what we're gonna do? Okay, we're gonna go into the quote of the day.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where we basically do something just amazing. Okay, we basically take a quote based on this subject, which in the subject we're talking about today happens to be how to reap the rewards in life together, right? Not separate, not by yourself, but together, right? I mean, there's such a beautiful thing that happens when you and your partner put effort into building and creating something that's going to, fuel the vision, or something that you guys accomplish together. I can't begin to tell you how awesome it feels, not just when one person did it, but when both of you guys played a part in making it come to fruition. It is the most amazing thing, not just because of the outcome, but because of who you become in the process, right? And who you get to see your partner become, right? You see, there's a beautiful thing about growth. When you see your partner growing right alongside you, it's a beautiful thing to see them evolve into something new, right? And it's beautiful.
You know what's really powerful too is that we have you and I.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have different skill sets, different roles, and different dreams.
Absolutely.
But combined, create this one vision.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that I want you to fulfill your dreams so bad. And I believe that you want me to fulfill my dreams so bad.
Yes.
Because we share the same vision.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the vision will not be the vision if you do not manifest. I don't manifest my dream.
Absolutely.
Like it's crazy. Like what you want is what I want, even though it's not me wanting that dream. It's not for me. That dream isn't for me, but I want it for you. You know what I mean?
Man, that's amazing.
It's so powerful. I think that, before, when we were not on the same page, you had a dream and I had a dream.
Yeah.
And when we started growing towards our dream, both of us would kind of get not offended, but feeling like we're left behind, feeling like we were not reaping the reward of you growing and me growing, because it seemed like two separate dreams.
Yeah.
It wasn't until we combined our ideas of those dreams to create a particular vision that whenever you benefit something, I feel like I'm benefiting too. And whenever I benefit something, you're benefiting too.
Yeah.
Even though it has nothing to do with what you're doing and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just so powerful, and I can't wait to go more in depth.
Wow,
with what
man, that is really powerful, man. That's really powerful right there, guys. That's what I call being selfless, man. That's one of the pillars in having a great marriage and having a great relationship. When you put each other's feelings, each other's dreams and visions before
first,
yours, right?
It.
And I know it's a hard thing because you know what, the truth is, like, why should I put their stuff first, right? But the truth is that, when you go and do that, right? It's something beautiful that you do for your partner. It's just this different kind of love, right? And the truth is that when you begin to start being more cooperative, when you begin to start being more supportive, right? Believe it or not, your spouse is going to go back and do the same, okay?
Absolutely.
And we all need that backbone. We all need that person who's supporting us. We all need that extra push sometimes, right? And what better person than to get it than your own spouse,
Yeah.
Now that's something I'm working on, because sometimes my delivery is not the best, right? But nevertheless, I have a delivery because I care about my wife. I care about her vision, her dream. And
we're going to talk about that in a few, but let me go right into the quote, okay? We're talking about sharing, what's it, baby? Share.
Oh, we've been talking about how to basically
share the reward.
How to basically reap the reward together, right?
Yeah.
How to reap the rewards of life together.
Okay, so check this out. Ready? Teamwork. This is the quote of the day, by the way. Teamwork divides the task and multiplies the success.
Woo! Wow, that's really good, man. That's so good.
This is huge.
We're
talking about reaping the rewards of life together.
Together, man.
And, hey, look, we understand. I have to admit, there were moments in our relationship where I would get jealous when he would start reaping a reward, not realizing that his reward is my reward.
And her reward is my reward.
So it was like, now we're so good at that we literally celebrate like the tiniest thing to the biggest thing.
Yeah.
We just
we quickly we're quickly fast to say that whatever reward I may have created or whatever thing I might have done, like we're fast to say it was ours as well. Like instead of just calling it individually, we share it as one, because the truth is that we played a part in that, like I'll give you an example. my wife launched a fitness program online not too long ago. You know, of course, she's awesome. She's great. She's got the face. She's got the body. She's got the curriculum. She's got all the things, right? And the truth is that, you know, the only thing that she was missing was just the marketing, the marketing behind it, you know, running the traffic, the people, you know, just exposing her to the people, right? And that's something that I'm very good at. That's something that I've been training for. And had it not been for her, even though I brought the traffic, I started getting the leads for her, you know, it was because of her that I began to start even increasing my knowledge and even learning more in that marketing aspect. So technically the reward was shared because yes, we started getting leads. We started getting results in our business. But had it not been for her, I wouldn't be in that position. And had it, she wouldn't be in that position. So it's amazing to be able to share those fruits together.
Absolutely.
And it feels a lot better. It feels like you guys are growing together.
And at the same time, it's like every time like I would congratulate him for doing something, naturally he would congratulate me. If he congratulates me for doing something, naturally I congratulate him or I thank him. Like I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's become our language. I love that because it just shows like, wow, like I really did take a part in this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I noticed and I appreciate it, you know?
Yeah.
Because seriously, I think this quote just sums it up perfectly. Teamwork divides the tasks, right? This is the vision. Baby, you need to do X, Y, and Z. I want to do X, Y, and Z. These are our dreams, right? And then at the same time, it multiplies the success. So it's like anything great that happens to him, it's my success too. Even if I haven't really hit my goal yet.
Exactly.
But when I do, it's his success.
It's my success.
Even if he hasn't hit his next level yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we shared the task.
We're
sharing the vision. We're sharing life.
We're sharing life.
We're sharing life together.
Life is good, and it's even better when you can multiply success in your life. And how do you multiply success? It's by dividing the task, man.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
when I look at this quote, it's really powerful, man. You know, everybody wants the success. Everybody wants to multiply. Everybody wants more money, right? But the truth is, not everyone's willing to work on what needs to be worked on, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be married. Everybody wants another significant other, right? But the truth is that it requires a lot of effort. It requires a lot of frustration, right? It requires you wanting to really get to know your partner on another level. It requires, you know, doing things like this, right? And yeah, it's a bit hard work in the very beginning. Yeah, it's a little hard and challenging. But you know what? The truth is that when you just focus on the outcome, when you just focus like on what you need to get done, you know, for the overall picture, and you just look at that and you focus your mind on that, then the hard work just becomes part of what you need to do to get to that point.
Yeah, man.
You know, like sometimes people look at our relationship and they'll say, wow, man, you guys are in so much sync. You guys are so cute. You guys are so awesome, right? But the truth is that, you know, that required a lot of work, man. You know, like here's the deal, right? Sometimes people will mistake talent, right? They'll just mistake talent with just natural work, just like natural, like you were born talented. Kind of like when people sometimes look at our relationship and they just think that we naturally were just perfect for each other, but that's not even close to the truth. Okay, that's not even close to the truth. Really, what ended up happening is that we just decided to put in the work.
We were just intentional.
Yeah,
that's it.
And like, you don't need to be talented to put in the work. That's a decision you have to make. That's a decision you have to make in your marriage, right? Instead of like, you know, being jealous or being envious of other people's relationship, right? Or, you know, saying like, oh, you know, that's because of this. You know, how about you just decide to put that effort, that energy into deciding to make your marriage the best that it can be.
Yeah, man.
Right? So then you can get to the point where you guys are just reaping the benefits, because it does multiply success. And if you guys want a successful marriage, want a successful family, want the most that you can for yourselves and for your kids and for whoever you want, you have to put in the work. You have to be willing to divide the task, and you have to be willing to work on each other's feelings. You have to be willing to work on yourself and your partner. It's just something that I'm constantly learning. Like when something was wrong, like, because there came a point where me and my wife were fighting a lot, you know. And she said something. She's like, why are you always starting the fights? You know, you do know that every time we fight, you're the one who's always starting it. And that's when I immediately found out that, you know, I have to change. There's something inside of me that I'm not doing right. There's something inside of me that I'm not aware of. There's something inside of me that if I don't change, this is a glimpse of how my future can be, which is not a good one. So instantly, I ended up doing something about it. You know, I ended up picking up a book and read it. It's not even a book that I wanted to read, but I read it because I value my relationship.
Right.
It took some time, and I had to probably work it around my schedule, but I did it because I care about my wife. I did it because I care about my marriage. I did it for the future. I'm not just living today just for today. I'm seeing what can happen. I'm seeing the possibilities, right?
Right.
When people say they get a divorce, they say, you know, civilization ended. You know, that's how impactful divorce is.
Yeah, man. So what do you need to do, right? You need to combine each other's lives, each other's dreams and visions, because that's the only way you can reap the rewards of life together. It's hard to do that in the beginning, right?
Yeah,
it's hard to do that because you're used to being an individual person with an individual idea.
Yes.
And now you have a spouse and you have to start thinking like them. You have to start feeling the way they feel in order to make the decisions properly without affecting each other negatively.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so how do you do that? I mean, we had a difficult time.
Yeah.
We had a difficult time doing that at first. I'll tell you, you know, I had an idea of one thing, he had an idea of another. And you know, we both were kind of like putting certain priorities aside to fulfill, you know, one main course. We both got distracted from what God even called us to do and just started getting focused on an area of our life that really didn't require all of our full-time energy, even though we learned a lot from it and are able to put it forward into what we're called to do now. But there's a lot of running around that you end up doing, a lot of going in circles that you end up doing when operating as one. Like, you can save yourself so much trial and error, save yourself so much problem by borrowing this experience of just becoming one. How do you do that? And I'm going to give you that answer right now. But before I do, you're watching
The Power Couple Show,
live Monday to Friday,
10 a.m. Eastern.
on Meerkat YouTube
And thepowercoupleshow.com. If you guys haven't made your way, make sure you remember to make your way out to thepowercoupleshow.com.
Yeah.
So you guys can receive our free PDF Power Couple as a gift from us to you, to letting you know how awesome you are for joining us and giving us your time. It's our way of saying thank you.
Thank you.
What I would like you to do really quickly, baby, if you can just share with them just a time in our life where we, you know, just how, you know, how we worked together, how we ended up being an amazing outcome.
Okay, so like, how do we work together?
Yeah, I mean, if you can just remember in your mind, like, you know, I'm sure we have tons of examples, but maybe one that you'd like to share with them.
I was going to share a step-by-step process.
Okay.
I can't think of a time exact. Oh, actually, yeah, I can. I can think of a time we worked together and to share an outcome.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, you kind of gave an example earlier, which was like this fitness program that we created. And here I was with an idea and a curriculum and all these things, but Paolo's the marketing master, right? He has a passion for it like you wouldn't believe. He enjoys it so much. And he created this whole marketing plan that got people to come through the door, and I just did my thing. And he said, baby, I got everything. Just show up, right? Just show up. Just do what you do best. And I think that's so powerful, because it took us from this idea to an actual, you know, tangible thing.
Exactly.
That's one example. Another example was the acting business thing that I was doing. I was having such a difficult time. I was getting probably average results. And when I asked my husband to partner with me in helping me get extraordinary results, you know, what he asked what the process was. I explained to him what it was, and he said, okay, this is what I can do. And again, he took his marketing mind and he created a formula, a game plan. He created a system, and he put this system in place. And all he said was, keep doing what you're doing and just, you know, put people through this system, and we should get an X amount of result. And by putting in place a system, we were able to go from average results to extraordinary results in faster than anyone has seen possible. It's like by having him use his strengths and having myself use my strengths, you know what we did? We collapsed time frames.
Yeah.
What could have taken me months to understand because I used his gift and he used mine, boom, we were able to collapse time frames and get a result faster than ever expected.
Very true.
And
very
this
true.
is, I mean, that's powerful,
That
right?
is
That's a big
very
deal.
Powerful.
So how do we get on the same page? You know, and I have a step process, and I kind of want you to go in detail when I talk about it.
Okay.
But the first thing you want to do is this: sit down with your spouse.
Sit down with your spouse
and ask them, "What is your dream?
Mm.
Like, what is your dream?
Yeah.
What do you want so badly to accomplish in life that you really do not want to die, right, without accomplishing it?"
Mm. Yeah.
And talk about it. Have him share what he wants. Have yourself share what you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just see what these two dreams are, right, baby?
Yeah.
Why do you think that's so powerful? I want you to explain to everyone why that's a really important step into becoming a marriage that is one.
I think it's just powerful asking your spouse what is their dream. It just goes to show that you aren't. I mean, we're selfish, just to begin with, but it just goes to show that you really, really care about them, right? And I think the fact that you're even asking that question, what it really does for your spouse is more than anything is that, wow, my partner, my right hand person, my right hand man or woman, she cares enough for they actually want to learn and listen to what my dream is. And for most of us, our dream is like a baby, and the same way you look at a baby, it's so tender, it's so beautiful, it makes you smile. It's what a dream does, right? And when you get to know what your partner's dreams are, it's the very beginning of just a beautiful relationship, because you are gonna, you're gonna be able to partake in that dream. You're gonna be able to help them accomplish that dream, because I'm sure that your strengths and gifts can help them get there, right? And it's gonna open you guys up to a different level of discovery, right? Because a dream, the beautiful thing about a dream is that you become somebody new in the process of pursuing that dream. And what happens is that when you begin to start asking questions like, "Hey, baby, what's your dream?" You're stepping into a new level of discovery. And that new level of discovery is very exciting, because you're getting to know your partner on a whole nother level. There's going to be stories that she's probably going to share of the reason why she wants to pursue that dream. And you're probably going to find out things about her or him that you probably never knew. And the beautiful thing about it is that now you guys can begin to start going after it together. And I'm sure that when you ask them that question, they're also going to want to know your dream. You see, because when you start putting an effort and wanting to know more about your partner, right? Not just, "Hey, how you doing? I love you. Goodbye. Is the food ready? Let's go to sleep. Let's have sex," right? And when you get rid of the surfacey stuff and you start going in deep, right? You guys will start learning things about yourself that you never knew. And that's a beautiful thing. But what's even more beautiful is what takes place several months later, several years later. You get to see your partner from a whole new perspective, and you get to see how beautiful they've grown. You get to see the evolution of what's partaken in their life because you may have given them maybe all you did was just believed in them, right? And because you pushed them, exactly, it's wrong. Because you pushed them, you now have seen your efforts somehow create what you now see your partner becoming, or who they are today. So
this is why I want that. You guys really should make that your first step. Do this. This is like an assignment. Okay, get with your spouse and say, "Baby, what is your dream?
What is your dream?"
And write down what they say.
Write it down.
Okay, and you write down what they say. They write down what you say. Okay, write it down. And then what you want to do, the second step, is create a vision involving those dreams.
Yes.
Create a vision involving those dreams. Okay, what's the difference between a dream and a vision? Okay, the vision is the outcome. The dream is the actual. Like, for example, it's like, my dream is to be a number one actress in the entire world. Right. But what is my vision? My vision is to impact this world using the vehicle of acting.
Great example.
You know what I'm saying? So one is an outcome, and the other one is just a tangible idea. Okay, that's what it is.
That's good.
And so when you have, when Paulo has his dream, I have my dream. together we can create this vision, okay? And write it down, right? Have a family vision, a vision for this marriage. Because let me tell you something, marriage isn't just about saying I love you and getting good in the bed. That's not what it is about, okay? It's not about just creating a family and calling each other husband and wife. Marriage is a lifelong partnership towards a vision. Like it's not just to do life with someone, it's to conquer life with someone. It's not just to hold hands and kiss each other goodnight. Like a marriage is a partnership to conquer life together. And like when you think about it that way, you have to realize that there has to be an intentional reason why you're married. There has to be a purpose that you're going for. There has to there has to be just a direction. You got to have a map. You got to wake up every single day and you have to say, what are we doing together towards our dreams to fulfill this vision, right? Like you have to get in the car. You have to put each other's seatbelts on. You got to put the key in the ignition. You have to say, baby, you got the map. Awesome. Baby, did you get all the resources? Awesome. Baby, I know where I'm going. I'm going to be driving. At this point, we're going to switch. There has to be a game plan at hand. It can't be life as usual where you just wake up, good morning, blah, 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 and that's it. Marriage is not that. And people think that. People actually believe and are under the assumption that marriage is just about the ring on the finger and just a piece of paper. That's it. That's stupid.
That is dumb.
And that now I can make love to you whenever I want. And it's gotten so perverted that because that people think that it's just a piece of paper, that they realize that they can do everything in a marriage without the piece of paper. And it's so true. But that's not what marriage is. Can you literally do everything that a relationship can have without being married? Yes. But it's not marriage. Marriage is a partnership. It is a union where I become one with him. He becomes one with me to conquer life together. That's what a marriage is. Do you get that? It's not two people living life. It's one. It's two people becoming one for one common goal. So here you have step one, which is what? Find out what each other's dream is. Step two, create the vision involving those two dreams. And step three, create a game plan. What is required for you and for me to do to accomplish these dreams and vision?
Powerful.
And when you do that, here's the last step, guys. When you do this, the last step is this. I was talking to a friend this weekend, and she was telling me, she learned something so simple from the Bible, something we've all heard, but for some reason it stuck with her this time. And she did it this time. And she said to herself, man, why haven't I been doing this all of my life? Like, it's so easy. It's so simple.
Wow.
And it hit me. It stuck with me that I'm talking about it today. And I don't know if you know this, but in the book of Habakkuk, it says to write your vision on plain tablet so that those who may see it can know it exists and it will not tarry. I mean, it won't be tardy. It won't be late. That you will run to it so that it can exist. It can manifest. And she said to me, that scripture, it literally iterates three things. Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it. That's it.
That's it.
So if you think about it, you write down what your dreams are, write down what the vision is, read it to each other, and run to it. How do you run to it? Well, you already got the game plan. You have a 4-step process that I want you all to do. Find out what your dreams are. Create a vision involving it. Create the game plan. And repeat this. Write it, read it, run to it.
Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it. Write it, read it, run to it.
Write it,
Read it,
run
to it.
Guys, I want you to make a commitment today that you're going to do that assignment.
Make a commitment today, guys.
You want to reap the rewards of life together.
Together. It is a beautiful thing.
And if you want that, do that assignment. Marriage is a union to become one, conquering life together.
Together.
That's what this is about.
That's what it's about.
This is a partnership.
It's a partnership.
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
To knowing that what I want, you want, and what you want is what I want. And I'm going to work hard for it, and so are you. And whenever you're down, I'll be up. And whenever I'm down, you'll be up. And whenever I need you, I will be there. And if I fall, you'll catch me, and you'll remind me of where we're going. And you'll push me. You'll believe in me. Because doing that is what's going to make your vision become a reality. When you're able to lock arms and remind each other of where you're going, that's what a marriage is. It's not about the lovey-dovey sexy stuff, although that is also amazing. It's about where we're going and who you're going with.
Who are you going with?
That's a marriage.
Who are you going with, guys?
That's a marriage.
You see, I look at my wife, man, and I see somebody who's believed in me since day one. Somebody who supported me. Nothing but believe in myself. Believe that I can do anything. You see, sometimes we look at marriages and sometimes we think that it's just about the surfacey stuff. We think it's just about sex. We think it's just about having a family. We think it's just about, what we see on TV and what we see in the media. But it's so much more than that. It's so much more beautiful. And only if you decide to take the time and effort and you decide to put the energy, and when others are not willing to do, that you do something so beautiful, something so amazing, and it's called love. It's called real marriage. It's called just loving each other, man. You see, when we were young, before we even got married, we sat down and we shared our vision. We shared our dreams. We shared what we wanted to accomplish together. It's so important to build your foundation and understanding what you guys love to do, the dreams that you guys have, the visions, and that's what's going to keep the marriage exciting. The growth of a marriage is so underlooked. So many people get married. So many people decide to put the ring on the finger, and that's it. On the couch, they put their feet on the recliner, and they get comfortable, guys. You don't have to get comfortable, because I promise you, comfort is going to lead, and it's going to rob you from everything that a marriage is truly supposed to be. How you never get bored of a marriage, how you never get used to each other is constantly growing, because when you start constantly growing, you begin to start discovering a new person inside of your partner. You see, we've met to grow, not just stay stagnant and be complete. Man, because if you're not growing, you're dying. Right? But you know what? We're speaking to a different kind of people today, guys. And I want to let you guys know, if you're listening to this message, guys, I want to let you know it's for a reason. It's for a reason because divorce rate is at its highest than ever before. 50% of people in America who get married will get divorced, okay? That is crazy. That's so crazy, okay? It's just mind-blowing, guys. Close to 1 million people get divorced every single year. Okay, there's so many families hurt. There's so many kids hurt. There's so many people who get hurt when people get a divorce. People sometimes don't ever look at the true impact that a divorce really has. People sometimes just think about themselves and they just say, well, I guess I don't feel like being with this person anymore. You know what? I'm just not feeling this person anymore, right? But since when was it about feelings, man? Our emotions lie to us. We cannot put trust in our emotions. What we need to do is build a solid foundation. And what we need to do is we need to begin to start asking our partners what their dreams are. We need to begin to start asking them what matters to them. We need to begin to start putting an effort and listening to what they truly want to accomplish in life. And we need a role in that, even if it's just believing in them. Because that goes such a long way. And if your partner is insecure, you have to look back at yourself and you got to say, am I not doing a good enough job? Because my wife is an example of what an amazing wife is supposed to do. Because when I got married, I was insecure. I had no belief about myself. I had no respect for myself, but she saw something inside of me. And the biggest thing that she's done my entire life is that she believed in me. She believed in me. And even if you leave this show today and all you do is go back to your partner and say, I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. I believe in your vision. I believe that you're smart. I believe that you're amazing. It doesn't matter what anyone has said to you. It doesn't matter what your parents told you. It doesn't matter what your friends told you. It doesn't matter if you've had a bad experience. I believe in you, baby. I believe in you, honey. I believe that you can go out there and do anything that you want, especially the thing that's closest to your heart.
Yes, man. You know, when you were talking, I realized something. The growth of the marriage is not determined by time, but the growth towards the vision we've created together. Think about that. The growth of a marriage is not determined by the time you've had together, but in the growth towards the vision that we've created together. That's where the growth is. Marriage is not the pinnacle of a relationship. It's the foundation. Because it's in the moment that you've committed to one another and solidified this marriage that now you can begin this journey of life together and accomplish everything you've ever wanted. And the closer you get to accomplishing that vision, the more you've grown in this marriage. If you look at your marriage today, and it looks exactly the same as the moment you said I do, just with time as a difference. If time is the only factor of change, something's wrong.
Wow, that's so deep. That's so deep.
But it's not too late. Start this vision. Write it, read it, run to it. Start reaping the rewards of life together. That is a true marriage. We're rooting for you. We want you to succeed.
We're on your side.
We want you to win.
We want you to
We
win.
want you to accomplish everything you've ever wanted together as one.
Absolutely.
You've got to want it too.
You got what
Make it happen. We love you guys so much. Thank you for watching The Power Couple Show. And we'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. You guys are the bomb. Like
tick, tick, boom. Man, that was so good, man.